The schoolyard was loud that afternoon, filled with laughter and chatter, but not all of it was kind. Near the corner of the playground, a small boy sat in his wheelchair, clutching the straps of his backpack tightly as three older boys circled him. They sneered, mocking his inability to walk, kicking at his wheels, and daring him to try and fight back. The boy's eyes filled with tears, but he tried hard to hold them back, refusing to give them the satisfaction of seeing him cry. No one seemed to notice, until a deep, commanding voice cut through the noise like a blade. "Hey, that's enough." The boys froze, turning toward the man walking across the playground. He wasn't a teacher, nor did he wear a suit like the wealthy parents usually did. His clothes were simple, worn, his boots still dusty from hard work. He moved with a strength and presence that made the bullies step back immediately. His gaze was sharp, protective, and without hesitation, he positioned himself between the trembling boy and the group of taunters. "You don't pick on someone who can't fight back," he said firmly. "You want to be tough. Pick on me." The boys mumbled excuses and scattered, ashamed and afraid. The man knelt down to the boy's level, his expression softening. "You okay, kiddo?" he asked gently. The boy wiped his face, nodded, and whispered, "Thank you." The man ruffled his hair with a small smile. "Don't thank me. Just promise me you'll never let anyone make you feel less than you are. You've got more strength than they'll ever know." Unbeknownst to him, someone had been watching the entire scene from across the playground. A woman in a sleek black car, her sunglasses hiding her widening eyes. She was one of the most powerful businesswomen in the city, a billionaire who had built her empire from the ground up. But right now, she wasn't the CEO everyone feared in boardrooms, she was simply a mother. And the boy in the wheelchair was her son. Her heart pounded as she watched the single dad gently help her son wheel himself toward the school entrance. She could see something in this man that money could never buy: honor, courage, and compassion. She had spent years protecting her boy with wealth, bodyguards, and expensive schools, but in this one moment, a stranger had given her son something far more valuable: dignity. Later that day, as parents gathered to pick up their children, the billionaire mother stepped out of her car. Heads turned, she was rarely seen here, always sending her assistants or drivers. But today she walked straight toward the man. He was standing quietly, waiting for his own daughter to come running from the classroom. She noticed his hands, scarred, strong, the kind of hands that had seen war and hard labor. His eyes told stories of battles fought, both overseas and at home. "Excuse me," she said, her voice calm but carrying a weight of authority. He turned, slightly surprised. She removed her sunglasses and nodded toward the boy in the wheelchair, who was now smiling for the first time in days. "I saw what you did for my son." He shrugged, almost embarrassed. Any decent man would have done the same. But she shook her head. "No. Most people would have walked away. You didn't. You stood up for him like he was your own." Her eyes softened, her voice almost breaking. "And I owe you more than I can ever repay." The man shifted uncomfortably, brushing it off. "You don't owe me anything, ma'am. I'm just a dad trying to teach my daughter the right way to live. That's all." And then came the moment that stunned everyone. In front of the other parents, teachers, and children, the billionaire extended her hand and said, "Then let me help you the way you helped my son." He frowned, confused. "What do you mean?" Her eyes didn't waver. "You may not know this, but I've been looking for someone to lead a foundation I'm starting, for veterans, single parents, and children with disabilities. I don't want another polished executive. I want someone real. Someone like you. You understand struggle. You understand honor. And today, you showed me exactly the kind of strength this world needs." The crowd around them whispered, stunned. Some didn't believe what they were hearing. But she wasn't done. She glanced at his daughter, who was clutching his hand tightly, looking up at him with pride. "Your little girl deserves the future you've sacrificed so much for. Let me give you both that chance." The man's throat tightened. He had faced war zones, loneliness, and the crushing weight of raising a child alone after losing his wife. He had never asked for handouts, never wanted pity. But this offer, it wasn't charity. It was recognition. It was a chance to turn his pain into purpose, to help countless others like him. Tears welled in his eyes as he finally shook her hand. "If this helps kids like your son, and dads like me, then I'll do it. But I'm doing it for them, not for myself." The billionaire smiled through her own tears. "That's exactly why I chose you. From that day forward, their lives changed. The single dad became a voice for veterans and single parents, inspiring thousands with his honesty and courage. The billionaire mother found not only a partner in her mission but also a friend who reminded her of what truly mattered beyond wealth. And the boy in the wheelchair. He now carried himself with pride, knowing there were heroes in this world who would always stand by him. To the parents who had witnessed it all that day, and to the world that would later hear the story, it became a powerful reminder. True strength isn't found in money or status, it's found in compassion, in standing up for the vulnerable, and in never walking away when someone needs you.